Welcome to Free Fall RC Podcast.
All right, welcome to another episode of Free Fall RC Podcast. I'm Steve, and here with me is Kevin,
Hey guys.
Andy,
Hey, now.
and Iaen.
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right, this is episode 307. Here we go again.
Where are we going?
I don't know. Somewhere in 2022.
Oh, boy.
Probably the same as 2021. All right, let's catch up with everyone's week. Who wants to go first?
Not me.
Not it.
I can go first.
Because... Go for it.
Well, first of all, we had the holidays. Did work a lot. The kids ended up doing pretty good as far as presents and everything. And then, of course, worked some more like crazy. I did some wrenching on the Drake, which I had to give a huge shout out to both a friend of mine, Jeff Raker, and Gucci. They both helped me as far as walk through and getting the Scorpion Tribunus set up. I got a hold of Jeff, and we couldn't figure out what was going on as far as getting the governor set up. It's like you would go into I went into like the Scorpions setup and everything as far as the settings on there and set it to VBAR Gov, and then when you go over to the VBAR section for the governor, it would always be stuck on external gov, and you try to change it, the system would like reboot, and then you go back to the VBAR governor settings and it still says external gov. Could not figure it out. I eventually gave up for the night and then got a hold of Gucci like the next day. And he was even kind of a little bit lost, but he knew it was kind of sequencing more or less. But what we ended up doing is we unplugged the telemetry wire and the RPM sensor, changed the setting to VBAR Gov in the VBAR menu, and of course restarted it, plugged everything back in, plugged it right back up, and it worked. And I was able to get my RPM settings set up and just finish the basic setup as far as getting this thing rolling. Then I ended up being on Discord New Year's Eve. A couple people joined.
Wow.
Darren Weens was on there. He was on nearly the whole time. I think he had to leave for like 30 minutes to an hour because he had a family dinner. They were eating dinner. He's crashing at his parents' house for the new year. And then Kyle Gaines joined in as well. We were up fairly late. Kyle ended up leaving shortly after midnight here in Missouri. And me and Darren, we were all the way. We stayed up all the way until his new year, and then he's like, "Okay, I'm calling it night," and he left.
Wow. So is that going to be a New Year's tradition?
I think so. I didn't have anything better to do for New Year's anyway, because it's like I'm too cheap to go out drinking anymore.
So come celebrate the New Year with Free Fall RC and watch Iaen drop.
With Iaen. Yeah.
With Iaen.
Come celebrate with Iaen.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's next year's meme idea there.
Okay.
Anyway, there was a get-together at one of the local fields. That ended up getting canceled due to weather because New Year's Eve, it was like a little bit after midnight. We started getting some snow and a little bit of freezing rain. It really did not amount to much other than just being a big inconvenience, but the county closed the fields for New Year's Day, so that get-together didn't happen. Which kind of sucked. I was gung-ho about it, and so were the kids. It's like I had picked up like a bunch of hand warmers and, got a few things ready to go. And, Victor was going to bring like, propane heaters and, all kinds of stuff, to kind of make it a little bit more doable for 10-degree weather. Um, but it's whatever. I stayed home, spent time with the kids and all that stuff. So, what else did I do? I technically remaidened the Drake 700 with the Scorpion Tribunus 200, and all I have to say, from playing nothing but Castle for like all these years, holy shit, that thing has got some noticeable power differences. After getting it all set up, I more or less checked over, make sure there was nothing that got changed as far as like the cyclic and, pitch and all that stuff, made sure everything was going in the right direction. And I just, put it out in the field and fired it right up. And, right out the gate, I just noticed that it's got more power than what I was even used to. And I've got the Scorpion 200 paired up with my Nick Maxwell motor, and oh wow. I have my I mainly had it on bank 2, which I believe it's like 2000 RPM. It's probably a little on the low side. But bank 3, I've got it at 2250, and I ended up doing like some flips. I noticed even TikToks were a little bit more manageable. I can keep them semi in the same area without any bogging or anything like that, which it's rare that I actually bog that machine anyway. Punch outs, that was probably where a lot of my amps went. I did a few of the punch outs, did a speed, did a speed pass, nothing too crazy. And then just a series of flips and just horse assing around, just really trying it out. And I have to say that is an awesome speed control. I'm really liking it, so I definitely see me picking up more of those, for future machines. So,
cool.
I ended up landing it, and there was a guy that came out to the field that was doing some sunset photography, and he asked me if I was done flying. And it's like, well, I've got a nitro over here. The big one's done, but I went ahead and flew a nitro for him, and he ended up getting some pretty cool. He got a couple cool pics of it, so it's like I'll be sharing that on Facebook. I had to land that thing early because it was already golden hour when I flew the Drake, and then it was a little bit past golden hour when I started flying the nitro. So it's like it was losing my visibility rather quickly. So I landed it like half tank, but it was good to shake out the cobwebs a little bit. As far as my entire Christmas break, that's pretty much all that I've been up to. I've only got to do 2 flights versus like some people that live in Florida.
Yes. Is that segue to me? Should I go next?
Yeah,
you go next.
All right. Well, yeah, like Iaen said, I had quite the 2 weeks off, man. It was a lot of fun. I got a lot of flying in. I can't even remember how many times I went to the field. I think it was probably around 5 or 6 times. We just had some good weather, and the wife had come down early on, like December 17th, and she was sick of me by December 18th. So she was just like, "Go flying, do whatever you want to do." I'm like, "All right, cool.
Go do anything but be near me.
But be here, yeah." But dude, I got to start it off with thanks, Steve. I got my shirts, man. They came in. They look fantastic.
Nice.
And thanks. I appreciate the effort that you did for, everybody out there who ordered shirts, man.
Yeah.
Dude, they're really good quality, man. I was very shocked. Not that I was expecting crap, but it was, you never know till you order them, what to expect. Yeah. So yeah, I got I was at the field, like I said, I don't know how many times. I went flying the day after Christmas for sure, because I remember that I was still wearing a Christmas shirt. Like, I have a Darth Vader shirt that says, "I find your lack of cheer disturbing," or something. I got Darth Vader riding a sled on one of the shirts. It's like, I don't know where these shirts even came from. I just have them. And so I was wearing that one shirt, and some little girl was there. They're having kind of like a community thing out front of the field. Out in the street, there was like a bunch of different like people selling ice cream and cotton candy and stuff, and they had a bouncy house for the kids, and they were giving away some stuff, and it was pretty cool. But the little girl was giving me shit about wearing a Christmas shirt. She's like, Christmas was yesterday. And I'm like, well, this is for next year. I'm getting a head start. Getting a head start about next year. No. I should have said, my name is Andy Ross, and you need to get lost.
Get lost. Kick rocks, little girl.
Get lost, kid. But I posted on Facebook one of the days about getting my old Oxy 3 back together and flying that a bit, due to the fact that everybody's flying these Logo 200s and I don't have one, and I really didn't feel like buying one. And I said, man, they're onto something with these little helis to do some practicing with. I mean, I smashed the shit out of that 1,000 times, back in the day, because I wasn't, I don't know, just wasn't learning any orientations or anything, and just trying to fly as best as I could. And now that I actually know a little bit, it's actually helping out a lot with some of the stuff. Like, I can practice stuff on it lower to the ground and not feel,
nice,
too overwhelmed with what it's going to do if it goes in. So yeah, I flew the crap out of that a few times, and I think it was that day that all the kids were at the field that I had a couple of really good flights. And one flight was, I was tempting fate with the ground. Like, I got pretty close to the ground, and I started to dig in and cut grass and throw dirt and stuff, and popped it back up. And there was a kid standing there, and he was like, "Oh my God, you hit the ground." And I was like, "Yeah, that was pretty cool, wasn't it?" He's like, "Yeah, that was cool." But then I went to fly like second battery. I had batteries that were charged for like 2 years still.
Geez.
And I put those in, and I'm like, I flew the one pack, and I could you could visibly hear the motor slowing down. And I'm like, okay. Then I put another pack in that I had charged, and I was like, man, is that the governor on this thing? Is that even hooked up? Like, I'm like, no, that's the RPM sensor's hooked up. I checked all the settings. I'm like, it's got to be the batteries, probably toast. So out of 6 batteries, I think I had 2 batteries left that were actually good, and I ordered a couple more. But I had an epic save. I could not believe I actually did this. I was doing some stuff, funnels and blah blah blah, and messing around and my normal bullshit. And I said, oh, dumbass, this is what this is for. Like, you got to practice your orientations. You can't fly backwards, inverted. So start doing that. So I flipped it over, nose in, inverted, and I started moving back a little bit. And all of a sudden, the tail started. I'm like 10 feet off the ground. Tail starts spinning around. Whoom, 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 and starts speeding up. And I'm like, I'm thinking, ah, crap. This is all going through my mind right now. Like, do I hit rescue? I'm like, I got rescue. No, don't hit rescue. Be a man. So I popped it up like a little tiny bit. I hit throttle hold, and I flipped it over. I happened to time it just right, I guess, with all the Puro flips, doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I flipped it over just right, and it hit. It came down, hit the skids. Not a thing broken. Like, it hit, boom.
Nice.
But it settled in like it was like, one of those gymnastic chicks hitting the ground and then doing the thing with their hands. It's just like, boom, like stuck the landing.
Yeah.
And I was so shocked. I was like, holy shit. And I turned around and I was like, did anybody see that? And they were like, no. And I'm like, son of a bitch.
Oh, man. I was hoping you'd say a little kid said, wow, cool trick.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, that's how I land every time.
They were running all over at that point. But that wound up being my tail servo that had, that was those, Steve, remember the old Hobby King servos we used to run in that? Or I have set of MKS, and, I had built like a couple of different versions of that Oxy 3. So I had some Hobby King tail servos in there, and I had one screw left in the bottom of the servo. Like, all the screws had come out except for one.
So the servo didn't fail? It was the
screw that
fell off the heli.
Yeah.
Oh, the mouth fell off?
So,
oh my gosh.
Because I landed and I moved the tail, and I'm like, what the hell? It's working fine. So I went to take off again, and I'm like, all right, no, it's not working. And then I looked at it, and I was like, man, all the screws fell out except for that damn last one. I could pull the bottom of the case off. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah. On the servo.
On the servo itself. Yeah.
Wow.
But it held up for how many years? Like 5 years flying that thing?
I would have just taped it and put it right back on and flew.
Yeah. No, I swapped it out for a MKS that I had, and I flew it some more. But yeah, dude, I got some nice flying in with the Oxy 5. Like, I'm just really feeling comfortable just doing all the dumb shit that I know how to do. It's just TikToks I'm having so much fun with just getting lower and lower, and I even did a couple of really cool flights to the 690, like going to Orlando to the Winter Bash. I saw some amazing flights. I mean, you can go on for hours about that, but one of the things that stuck out to me was like, you know, when you see somebody do something and you're like, oh wow, I could do that, but I never thought of doing it. And one of them was like the fake autos that I was watching. I think it was Nick Maxwell doing, maybe it was somebody else, where they would go up and like come down an auto, but have it in like bank 1 or bank 2. And then when they got to the bottom of the fake auto, they would just fly around or do something. So I was going up in higher head speed, and instead of shutting the motor off, just putting it down lower. And it was cool. I was like doing that. And then I started to do some low head speed flying, basically beating on it pretty good with the 1400 head speed that I have for bank 2, which was a lot of fun.
Nice.
That was on the 690. So the other thing I did was I also tried a mini crawler. I don't know if you guys have seen these 1/24 scale like crawlers that are out there now.
Yeah.
There was a guy that built. It took his time, and he built this whole well, he's working on it still, but took a mound of dirt and just basically used sticks and rocks from the area and built this really cool course. And he was like, I was like, oh, you know, I stopped by because it's right across from where we fly the helicopters. We have a little section for the helicopters where I was testing out like Oxy 3 and stuff. And I stopped over where he was crawling around with his stuff, and he had a whole bunch of them. And he was like, yeah, you want to try one out? Try it out, man. Here, try this one, try that one. And, you know, I was going up around. I was like, man, you know, this looks so stupid, but it's a lot of fun. It's like everything else, you know. I'm like,
Right.
Like the first time I tried Guitar Hero, I was like, what the hell is that? That looks so stupid, but man. So it was great, man. I you know, was talking to him and just driving around and having a good time. And I said, oh man, I got to get one of these little crawlers. And I don't have the money to get like the larger scale ones, the $500-$600 ones. So, which leads me to my local hobby store. So I go into my local hobby store, and I'm like, okay. And he had the one I wanted over there. And, you know, I started talking to one of the guys that greeted me as I walked in. And the one guy was really nice. And I'd been to this hobby store once or twice before. And I said to him, you know, I want to get into this crawling, or I did the one, I messed around with the one guy's crawler at the field. And, you know, I came over here to see what you had. And he's like, oh, well, the larger ones aren't that expensive. I'm like, no, they're pretty expensive. They're like $500-$600. And he's like, no, you can get into one for, you know, cheaper than that. And I said, maybe, but not the one.
They're only $499.
Yeah.
Like $498.
So he picks up one, and he's like, then this is what started to rub me the wrong way about this hobby shop. He picked up one of them, and he was like, no, of course, there's no price on anything. That's like strike one, man, in my book, right? So he goes, Joey or whatever behind the counter, he's like, how much is this one? Oh, that's $589. So I'm like, all right, well, that's not the one I want. I wanted this little one over here that looks like a Jeep, you know, like my Jeep. Yeah. And
like
I know what, yeah, and I know what they are. They're like 130, you know, 129, 135, somewhere around that. So he picks up I go, well, how much is the Jeep? And he picks that up, and he's got to ask the guy, and he goes, oh, 159. And I'm like, okay. And I kind of like walked around the store looking at some other stuff. It's a really small place. It's like half of you know, single car garage almost. It's very small. And I wound up walking out and ordering what I wanted in the parking lot from, I don't know who it was, Iaen, I think, because I was like, dude, that really gets me. Like when you got to ask one guy for a price on everything, like, and where's he pulling these numbers from? Like
his ass.
Like, I'm like,
Iaen hobbies.
I'm like, shit, dude. Like, I'm trying to support the local hobby shop.
I know they make it very difficult though sometimes.
I got the vehicle that I wanted, and I got the wheels that I wanted because I bought aftermarket wheels and like weighted rims and stuff. But I got everything for the same price I would probably have paid, you know, with tax for the one from this guy at his shop.
Yeah, I like to support the local shops, but they make it so difficult. Because don't forget, he tried to sell you what you didn't want to start with.
Yeah.
Because, you know, half the people come in wouldn't know any better and would just buy it because, you know.
Yeah. And he had a couple planes and a couple helis in there, which I hadn't seen before. But I'm kind of used to, I guess I'm spoiled with the old school hobby shop that Steve and I used to go to in Kenville, New Jersey. That guy was exactly the same price on a lot of stuff as Horizon Hobby. Like he was like to the penny, like exactly
That's
the
his
same.
price. Yeah.
Because these dealers they get it at a dealer rate, discount rate. I'm sure it's
I mean, even if it's a couple
they're still
bucks
struggling.
Yeah, even if it's a couple bucks more, okay. What gets me is when you're trying to find something, it's like, oh well, I can order it. Well, like no shit, I can order it too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drive all the way back out here to get it.
Yeah. I'll have it delivered to my house.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, Kevin, you'll have to let me know. What model was it that you actually got?
It was the SCX24 little Jeep.
Hell yeah! You'll have to let me know.
This one right here.
Nice.
Well, you can't really see it.
Put it in front of your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
In front of your mouth.
That's cool.
Nice. How you liking it?
Put
so
it
far?
in your mouth.
Oh, so that it's good. We can get a scale reference now.
I don't want to swallow it. Yeah, that's what she said. All right. So that's I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of stuff. I mean, I flew with Steve Shaw and had a great time, and I met a new guy at the field. Kind of that time of year where like a lot of people are coming into the town, you know. Met a guy, Marshall, who I flew with, had a line, and this guy, Steve's friend, Buzz, who had a Diablo. And these are older guys, dude, and I don't want to say anything bad about them. They do that old man 3D stuff, you know, like they do Big Air, like old man 3D kind of stuff. And they would probably admit that it's not 3D at all, you know. Mm-hmm. But it was so funny because the one guy, Buzz, is he's a retired guy and he has a Diablo, like I said, that he was flying, and he has what else he has? Something else, maybe a Spectre V2 or something like that. I'm not sure, but the Diablo really liked, and he flew it once, and then I think he did something to it, made a change, and then went to take off, and like he tipped it over on takeoff, and he broke some stuff, and so then like the flight he had after that, and the flight after that, dude, he was going up high and he was just putting the sticks where everyone. He was like, you could see it was like almost like that freaking Diablo, and then he was just like slamming sticks around, and we were like, "Go, Buzz, go!" Like he was not the same like pilot that we had seen him fly like before. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
But I took so last thing I want to say is I took my extra 300 out to the field one day, and I was throwing down with the helis and stuff like that, or just throwing down, air quotes. But then I put the 300 together and I took that up, man, and I had a really good flight with that thing. Like I flew that thing around doing some knife edge stuff, basically doing like a little knife edge circuit, and then I came in for inverted like low pass, and I was like 2 feet off the runway, and they were yelling out "show off." And when I got done with the flight and I turned around, like almost all of the plankers had left. They were like, and I was like, all right, that's the way to get rid of the plankers, man.
Wow. Show up
with a helicopter, fly a few helicopter flights, then get your plane out and throw down with that, and see ya. It was just too funny, man. But it was great, man. It was a great holiday. It was great spend time with everybody, and I'll give you other guys some airtime. What'd you guys do? Who wants to go next?
You want me to go next, Steve, or you want to go?
I don't mind. I didn't do much.
All right. I didn't do a whole lot either. So I did fly, though.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I flew quite a few flights. Let's see. I think I did 6 on the raw, 2 long flights on the gasser. Dusted it off, the whiplash gasser. And then I put a couple, 2 or 3 flights on the Oxy 5. So pretty good day of flying, several hours. Nice. That was good. Hadn't flown in, months and months, it seems. And I did start building the raw gasser conversion. So you guys want to take guesses on how far along I got?
You took the canopy out of the box?
All right. What do you think, Steve?
I think you open the box.
All right, Iaen, you want to make a wager how far I got?
You put the canopy on your head.
That's almost what I said.
I opened the box and then got distracted, and that's all as far as I got. So Steve wins.
Nice job, Steve.
I didn't even take the canopy out. I opened the box, took out the manual, laid it to the side, looked at the little cards you get, and then I got distracted doing something else, and was like, like, oh well. I closed
Andy,
the box back up, put the manual back in, and stuck it back in the corner.
So what you're saying is, if you were Steve Shaw, you'd be telling everybody, "Oh, you'll see it very soon."
Yeah,
very soon.
Yeah, I got about a month of Steve Shaw work done on it. Opening the
box. I love it.
I did not open the box on the Spectre V2. I kind of stupidly thought, well, maybe I'll build at least one of those, maybe two over the break, but I just kept being busy with other things. And then the one day that I could have built it, I think it was Christmas Day, I was here by myself because everybody was out doing other things. I don't remember what. Oh, I started watching The Witcher that I'd never seen before. So that kind of that took up like 8 hours of my day watching season 1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's kind of a fail for me as far as the building part goes.
Waiting to hear that.
Yeah. But then after Christmas, I went to Florida. Went down to San Augustine, spent one night there and a day. It was way too many people and was not super fun. And then we went down to Cocoa Beach, and that was very fun. It wasn't too busy down there. Spent 2 days, a day and a half at Kennedy Space Center. Kids really enjoyed that. They had an absolute bout. Yeah, they had a blast. And then we come home. I had to cut my trip a little bit short, so I didn't get to meet up with Kevin or see Steve Shaw or see Steve Yun while he was at Disney. All things that we'd planned to do, but I had to come back for some family stuff, so I had to cut it a little bit short. But still had a good week with the kids. Everybody had fun. I guess that's it. I didn't do anything. See, I was in Cocoa Beach on New Year's Eve, hanging out, and then we drove back all the way back Saturday. I was planning to come back Friday morning, but the kids liked the place so well, I added another day at that one spot. So yeah, but it was a good trip, I think. I did learn a valuable lesson though. I'll share this with you two guys or three guys. Don't go anywhere the week between Christmas and New Year's. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah.
Don't go
Good
anywhere.
advice.
Yeah.
Just stay home. Don't go anywhere where people might go with kids. I'll just put it that way. Everywhere we went was absolutely packed. It was a nightmare. Really? Yeah. Kennedy was actually super duper busy. And I didn't think it'd be busy at all, but yeah, there was a gajillion people there.
Wow.
We still had a good time, but holy cow, it was so busy. So yeah, that's my advice to you.
I had finished up my weeks of the holiday weeks with a trip up to see my mother.
Yeah.
On Sunday with my wife, and we could see everybody like leaving, like just trailing on out.
Yeah.
See it.
That's what it was. Maybe I should rephrase that. Don't go into Florida the week, because it seemed like most of the country went to Florida that week. Maybe that's what it was.
Area.
Can't blame them.
Yeah, I mean the weather was absolutely beautiful the whole time we were there. It's like high 70s, 80s. I mean, it was gorgeous. But damn, a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So speaking about a lot of people and going to Florida, what'd you do, Steve?
All right. So kind of going back, it's been a couple of weeks, right? So yeah,
Yes.
I finished the whole T-shirt order thing, debacle, whatever. It's done. It's over with.
Yay.
I remember the good parts. Not really. But it's over.
So
Um,
you're gonna do the second batch like next week, right?
yes.
Round 2.
Round
Do
two
it
is
all
coming
again.
very soon, but no, it really is. Round two is gonna come soon, I think. But we're gonna do it a different way, not the way I did it. But yeah, I did get a chance to do a little flying that weekend before. I flew the 580. I got a couple of 4S packs from Maniacs to give to try 8S on the Kraken 580. I am not pinioned for an 8S setup.
Oh
I don't
boy.
think I'm even pinioned for a 7S setup.
What did you? What pinion?
I don't know. I have to take a look, but I ordered an 18, but I think it's like a 19 or 20 or something like
What's the
that.
lowest one they go?
18.
Yeah, that's probably where you need to be.
I'm gonna go with the lowest one because it was windy and cold, and I was just like, all right, let me just try this. I want to try it. I flew the 7S, then I flew an 8S pack, and the 7S was like, ooh, yeah, this thing moves quick. It's head speed's balling. It's got some power. And then I'm like, okay, let's put in the 8S pack, and I'm just like, it kind of feels the same, but I'm just like, as soon as I hit the stick, it's like it teleports. It's like there to there. I'm like, oh my god.
What was your head speed?
I don't know, like 26, 27. I don't know, something up there.
All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was high.
Ludicrous speed.
Because it's windy and I'm just like, oh, I'm cold. I just want to, kind of get this over with. I was just banging on the sticks and it was, wow. It moved so quick. It was quite scary. But that's really the only two flights. That's only two flights I did this whole last, I guess, 3 weeks or whatever we were off. So yeah, work. Christmas came. Holidays. Got time off. Did Christmas here at home. But that next day, drove what's supposed to have been 10 hours plus stops. It was like a 15-hour, 16-hour drive down to Florida. I gotta
traffic?
say, yeah.
Yeah.
North Carolina and South Carolina on 95 the base is just 2 lanes the whole time. And because of that, and everyone trying to get down there were so many accidents.
Told you everyone was going to Florida.
It was so bad. It was so congested. So many accidents. It's like accident after accident. People just didn't know how to drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, we left at like 11. Well, we left at 9, dropped the dog off, then had to come back home because we forgot some stuff. Ended up really hitting the road at 11, and it got down there about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Damn.
I was motivated, man. I've never driven this long, and I did the drive like the whole time. I never drove this much in one sitting, so I was quite
Yeah,
I was quite
damn, that's
amazed
a
with myself,
lot,
man.
dude.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, got down to Florida. That was, oh my god. Never planned a Florida trip during Christmas.
What'd I just say?
Not even because of the number of people. They're like, that's a given. You're gonna have a lot of folks, But like the way me and my family decided to do it is like basically do an amusement park per day for 5 days straight. So first day was Disney Magic Kingdom. We did that. We're all excited. Like we got down there as the first day. So that was awesome. Then the second day we did Legoland, and that was fun. The third day we did Disney again, but it was the Hollywood Studios.
Right.
And that day was fun, but like it kind of started out all like stressed out and like everyone like freaking out and like super hot and like talk about packed, but like everything was just like lines out the door and just everything was packed. It's just like I want to be here. But we stayed. We stayed the whole day. Ended up being able to get a character dinner, which originally we weren't able to book because it was all booked up. But I guess someone had a cancellation because I was able to check the app and get get like one of those character dinners.
Oh, nice.
For Chloe's birthday. It was Chloe's birthday on that Wednesday, so it kind of worked out.
Nice.
And then by then it was like, okay, Thursday comes around and we're like, okay, SeaWorld. And
Oof.
we really didn't want to do that either, but we did.
Man,
You
you're
know.
going for it now.
Yep, we went to SeaWorld, spent the whole day there. Left probably around like 5, 6. Not like that was kind of our like light day. And then the next day was Universal Studios. So we went there from 9 o'clock. We didn't leave till 10 something, you know. So we were there over 12 hours.
I like Universal. Universal's fun.
Yeah,
And it's
I
not
gotta
big
say,
either.
Universal is awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wanted to actually check out. I didn't know that there was like multiple parks within Universal.
Yeah, 2 sides.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun. We definitely want to do Universal again. There's some cool rides at Disney though. Wow, they've gone like technology for like these like virtual rides have like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. They're just up there. Even like all the Star Wars stuff was so awesome. Going in through like all the passageways and everything into Millennium Falcon. It's just so much. It was so cool.
That's cool. I'm yet to go. My wife is gone, but I haven't gone there yet.
Haven't gone yet?
No.
Oh my God, you have to go. You're like right there too.
I know.
An
2
off
hours
week
away.
and go. Yeah, it's worth it. That like all the Star Wars stuff is so cool. It's so immersive. You're really in that world. Stormtroopers walking around and shit.
Cool.
That's neat.
Let's see.
You did a
Beyond
lot,
that,
dude. I don't know how you did it.
Yeah, that's a lot.
and then drove 13 hours back.
Shit.
Right
When'd you
back
come
when-
back? Sunday? Saturday?
That's Saturday, so New Year's Day.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool to spend New Year's Eve down there in Florida. It's so flat. We were on the 5th floor of our like suite at this I don't know, this resort, Florida Days Resort, and like we could see the distance, like all of these different fireworks, all going at the same time, and I'm like, why can't I see that? Because it's just so flat. Like when you see, you can see it. You can see far. You have a good vantage point just from the 5th floor of the building. Pretty crazy, but yeah, it was cool. It was a lot of fun. Kids loved it. Kids were exhausted.
I'll bet.
Yeah, glad you all had a good time. Shit, that would be amazing.
Yeah. And then come New Year's, and yeah, I haven't flown yet. I haven't flown in the New Year yet. Not even my Logo 200, my little M2 Neo. I don't know. I'm still recuperating from this vacation.
Yeah,
I
but
walked like 60 miles.
dude, I'm tired just listening to you talk about it.
I think it was like 15 and 16,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
We were racking up. It was I don't know.
Your kids will do that? My kids pitch a fit if we have to walk like from the parking lot to the damn gate to get in. They're mad. So how did you get them to do that?
Just drag them.
What did they say about the nuts not falling far from the tree?
Yeah.
There you go. But all right, let's go into the main topic, man. Let's see what do we
All right.
talking about today.
Main topic.
All right, anything you're excited for the 2022 year? More COVID?
Yeah.
More variants.
More
The
variants?
Iaen variant. Yep.
Oh, that's
man.
The
that's gonna
McClellan
be a
variant.
bad
I
one.
can't wait to get that one.
I feel like I'm in a Loki episode.
Uh-huh. I don't know.
Notice I didn't mention Bill. Maybe it's a new
Yeah.
year. Maybe I'll lay off Bill for a year. I doubt it.
Nah.
That won't last an episode.
Sorry, Bill.
Maybe I'll lay off Ian for a year. What do you think?
No.
Nah.
That will make for a boring year, dude.
Nah. Maybe an episode. Let's see if we can get through the episode.
Okay.
I haven't
We'll
said
see.
anything
Yeah,
dumb
but-
yet.
Give it time.
Give it time.
We just started.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, dude. It's really hard to say. I know what I would like to see happen this year, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. I would like to see, the Flash come out, and I'd like to try that.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I've been talking about that for a while. Everybody's gonna be like, "Dude, it came out yesterday. How come you don't have one? You were talking about it for months." But yeah, that's one thing I'm kind of excited
that's
to
cool.
try out. I'm actually, I don't know, man. This 2 weeks really got me into flying a lot, so I want to try and get more flying in.
Nice.
You know, now that I'm kind of getting settled in here a little bit, even though I'm not settled, I'm still in the same silly room. Kid's house, they did start working on it, so that's good. And
will they be? I assume they'll probably get that finished. They'll be moving into their house this year at some point, probably.
Yeah, hopefully, you know, May, June. I mean, that's hoping.
Wow.
We'll see.
That's cool.
That'll be cool because then I got a bunch of work to do here and on the second floor. But you know, more than that, the wife can move down.
Right.
And what do you do at your old house, man? You got to put that up, right?
I want to sell the shit out of that thing as soon as possible. Yeah.
Yeah. Right now's the time.
Did you move down first? I have her move down first and empty out the house. Just make it.
Yeah, exactly. I get my buddy Jerry come over, do spackling painting, and you know, whatever I have left project wise, and just put it on the market. Yeah.
Do it while the market's still up.
I'd like to see GPUs prices come down because I'm putting together a PC, and that's the last component I have. I've been watching stuff closely. I mean, I know this isn't really hobby related. It kind of is.
Can be.
In a roundabout way, we use computers to edit and record the show, but I've been kind of watching the AMD stuff come down in the last couple months, and you never know what's going to happen. All it takes is Ethereum. Basically, they're mining Ethereum with it. That's why the GPU prices are so insane. It's harder as the mining continues, and basically as the mining continues, it gets harder and harder to extract with the same equipment. So they're either going to buy more equipment or give up, or who knows. So we'll see. What about you guys? You got anything you're hoping for in 2020 and want to see?
For me, it's definitely more events. Try to get out there, get to some more events, have a good time, and try to get into a couple newer models versus like what I've got right now, and get some projects off my bench. I've already got one of them almost off, which is the Black Nitro. It's almost ready. There's still a couple things I need to order with it. Yeah, that's all I'm really shooting for. That and take an actual vacation with the family, just out of town. Nothing fun fly related. Just just go out of town, have fun.
Go to Disney World.
Actually, I was thinking camping on the beach.
As long as you don't go the week between Christmas and New Year's, you're good.
Oh my God, I don't even want to tell you what the tickets cost for Disney.
I can't imagine because I'm out a lot of bucks. So, and yours is probably double mine, Steve.
Yeah, Steve, my wife was looking that up because she's like, I want to go to Disney. When I move down, I want season tickets and we'll stay on the property. And I'm like, well, I hope you're moving down with a bucket of cash.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, yeah.
Mickey Mouse is a greedy bastard.
Sure is.
Yep.
But I mean, it's a pretty dope place, They have everything. That whole place, Disney World, like whole compound, has like its own highways.
Would you say it's magical, Steve?
It is. They have their own power plant. They have their own like power substation that has a Mickey Mouse as like their main. You know how like you have like a pole. Instead of the pole where like if all the power lines come into the substation, it's a Mickey Mouse shaped pole. Like this is they have so much money, it's ridiculous.
Oh my God. No wonder they're buying up everything.
Yeah. Tell me that the place is like a compound. Like you go to one place, like you park at one place and you have to take their air trad to Magic Kingdom. Like the parking lot is not even part of Magic Kingdom. It's separate. It's across the lake. It's the weirdest thing. You can take a boat or you can like go around this air trad going around it.
The monorail.
Monorail, yeah.
You step in and you hear Benvenida El Magic Kingdom.
No, it was all just Spanish and English.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've updated, I think. They said screw all the other languages.
Well, if they
Two
said
that
it
matter,
in
yeah.
Chinese and somebody said, "Hey, do you understand this?" Would you been like, "No, douchebag, I'm Korean."
You're like, yeah, I would totally say. I would just repeat the same thing it said in English.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to definitely more fun flies, more events.
Yeah.
You know, I'm looking forward to some new models coming out. You know, they haven't made anything official, but I'm sure they're gonna make a 580 raw nitro, and I think that's gonna be really dope to have like a raw nitro in that size.
Yeah.
Another thing, it probably wouldn't surprise me that would happen is more raw variants. You know, how much are they going to build on that?
Yeah, you know what I do want to see is I want Goblin or SAB to make another 500. I don't care if it's raw or Kraken style, you know, but another 500. They don't have a 500.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I think they're missing some sizes now, you know, in the transition from like the Goblin to the Goblin Kraken models, right? Like they're missing some sizes now. They have a Buddy, which is like that 380, but they don't have anything between that and now the 580.
Right. Yeah, they do need something like that. 480, 500, like right in there, or 520.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what if they come out with something smaller?
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would come out with a 500 class nitro. I would totally be on board with it.
Nah, nobody wants that.
In the motor selection,
you're literally the only one.
You and like the 5 other people that fly in NX4.
I'm an idiot. No, not quite.
You finally
not
said
quite.
something stupid.
No,
I don't
not
think
quite.
that's stupid. I don't know. He likes it.
No, I mean more nitro. It's more better.
Yeah, I mean a 580 nitro raw would be pretty good.
I was thinking like a 380 raw, like to replace the Goblin 380 they had.
Yeah, sounds good.
Why would you laugh at that?
No reason.
Gosh, why stop there? I want a Fireball raw.
Fireball raw? There you go.
A raw Fireball.
You call it raw fire.
Fire raw fire.
And the 380 one, you can call it the Buddy raw.
I know why I laughed at that, Kevin.
Raw Buddy.
Why?
You said a 380 raw. I heard a 380 nitro in my head because we were talking about nitros, and I thought that was hilarious.
That is hilarious.
You didn't say nitro, so I'm sorry. I shouldn't have laughed.
It's okay.
A 380 raw would probably, or Buddy, whatever. Buddy,
I mean, the 380 was
raw Buddy,
pretty popular.
Buddy raw.
It was a good machine. It was really popular.
Raw edition.
I mean, what do they have now? Is that the only thing they have? Is the Buddy in that size?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they still got the Fireball and Mini Comet for the, what is it, the 280?
280, 300 size.
Yep.
Yeah. What events are you looking forward to? You're going to Spring Fling, right, Iaen?
Oh, yeah.
I was pondering that. It's going to be, for me, I can start off by saying it's going to be up in the air because I got to save some time, but we'll see how much time I have.
What about the Miami event? You doing that, Kevin?
I'm going to Miami event, yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
I'm going to try to make that as well.
Cool. That should be fun. I'll definitely probably go to Winter Bash again, but that's like 2 bookend, fun flies.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably go up to Queen City again. That was a lot of fun. Or something up that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that wasn't too bad for you, right?
No. That was the Steve Shaw experience. I was literally telling somebody on the phone, I'm ready to jump out of the vehicle, but at this speed, I'm sure I'll probably live through it. So I don't want to do that right now.
Wait till he's going faster.
Yeah. No, Steve's the man. He drove up and back, and I did a little driving, but we took his vehicle and, he hooked everything up with the the reservations and stuff. But he's trying to talk me into going to, the fall pull maybe and spring fling. He might make the trip up for that. It's just going to be tough, like for me, as far as this year getting time off.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I might be able to call in sick. Who knows? Hope he doesn't listen to this, but he's listening, so I can't really say that.
You're gonna call in sick and then ride up with him to spring fling?
Yeah. At least he'll understand why you called in sick.
Yeah.
Well, when I was in my training, we were talking about possibly me driving up, being tethered, and continuing my training on a laptop. It's my day of work as we're driving up. But that was only talked about. We never did that, so I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea.
No. Kevin is a professional. He wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys were talking about possibly a West Coast event in your future. Is that this year, you think, or?
Yes. I'm trying to do one in November. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Basically the Southwest Rodeo.
That'd be a cool one.
When is that in November?
I think it's like second week of November.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope it doesn't have any conflicts with an RCHO event that usually happens in November as well.
So what state is that in?
Yeah, it's been the same weekend the last couple of years.
Arizona.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I think it's somewhere in Arizona. I don't remember exactly where.
I want to say, is it outside of Phoenix? I think it is.
Don't think so. Maybe near there. I don't know. Probably the same events for me. This last 2 years, it's been really bad for me to get to events. Just been bad timing, I guess, with the farm stuff. And farm stuff just has to be done whatever it has to be done. It's not like you can say, oh, well, I'll wait till I get back. Because you may go and it's nice weather, and then time you get back, it's raining, and all of a sudden you're 2 weeks behind. It could cost you big bucks to do that. So you just can't afford to screw around with it.
Well, it's your bread and butter, so we don't.
I have missed a bunch of events last year, which kind of sucked. Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe I can work it out and get to more. I went to a bunch of stuff in 2019. It just worked out well that way. 2020, I didn't go to anything, like 2. And then I only went to a couple last year. So we'll see. Hopefully I can get to more places.
Cool.
Nice.
So Iaen, you're just gonna go to Virginia? That's it?
Well, that's as far as what I got planned right now. I'm not sure about it. RCHO. I'd like to. It's gonna be, with it, the chill out rolling up as fast as it is. I probably won't be able to make that one, but probably the fall pull. But I'm definitely gonna try my hardest this year to go to Urcha. It's like I've been trying to go to that one for a few years now, and it's never played right in the cards. But hopefully, with me working agency, being able to put my own schedule together and all that shit, hopefully I'll be able to make that one happen much easier. And there are going to be a few local events, I'm sure, here in the area. It's like I already got word that Midwest Heli Boys up there in Council Bluffs, they're actually going to try and have a fun fly going this year, I believe sometime in June. So it's like I'll have to make it up there to that one and make it like kind of a small trip for the kids, because they got the Omaha Zoo, not too far away. So take advantage of that one. I've never been.
Oh, by the way, Queen Creek, Arizona is where the Southwest Heli Rodeo is, and that is in Phoenix, or outside of Phoenix.
Nice.
Okay.
Just in case anybody's wondering.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Anything else? Anything else we're looking
I
for?
don't know.
it's so weird the way things are. You know, you don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody knows anything, basically. I mean, you don't know the way stuff's going. It's just all up in the air.
I know. Who knows if we can try to lock everything down again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically, just get out there and take advantage of the time when you can.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Be excellent to each other
Right on. Right on, Kevin.
and party on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, let's move it on. We got Ian's tech tip.
All right,
All right.
Andy, get that button ready.
Okay, I'm ready. Primed.
No, I think this is
Yeah.
going to be a good one.
And disappear now.
I'm really excited for this one.
Oh, he disappeared.
That's because I went to my notes.
Is he still there?
Yeah,
He's
I'm
still here. Don't expect any show and tell, I guess.
Oh, he's
Oh,
back.
no, he's back.
Oh,
No, he's
gone.
No,
Oh,
I went to
man.
my notes. I'm still on my cell phone right now because waiting on my computer to get fixed. All right, for this week's wrenching, I wanted to do a little something different. Well, of course we all know, MIP's been in the game for a long time, and I've had people tell me, oh yeah, you should try out the MIP drivers and check them out. They're, to be honest, I think they're pretty damn good. I actually went and picked up a 3-pack of them from my local hobby shop, and there was like $45 or something like that. Came with the 1. No, it came with the 2.0, 2.5, and the 3mm. And of course, I still had to do a little bit of wrenching on both the Black Nitro and the Drake. So I figured I'd go ahead and give them a try. And well, first off, first impressions. I thought the quality was pretty well spot on. It's a decent amount, bit heavier than like any of the Scorpion drivers, because obviously Scorpion drivers, they're going to be the aluminum, and also the actual driver shafts are a bit more stout. I did not notice any like flex or anything like you would like with the Scorpion drivers. And as far as like comfortability, typically I usually lean more towards like the drivers that have the swivel at the end of the driver. So as you're turning screws and stuff, you're not really. I just think it's a little bit more comfortable, but it was also pretty comfortable, using the driver itself, even though it's like the hard. What would you call that, Steve? Like kind of like an acrylic. As far as what the handles are made of.
Oh, you mean the spinner at the end of the handle?
Yeah. Like on
Okay.
drivers has a spinner, so your palm rests on it as you turn.
Yeah. I didn't know if he was talking about the driver end and like a ball end to that, which I don't like.
Yeah, I don't like the ball end drivers. No, as far as both of them, and as far as how they feel in my hands and use, I thought they were pretty well equally matched. It was actually surprisingly comfortable. As far as tips go, one thing I did check right out the gate, as far as how both of them, as far as when you put that driver tip into the head of the bolts, it's like, was there any play? Does it feel like it's going to strip or anything like that? And believe it or not, neither one of them really had much play in the tip of the bolt. So, I give that one, they were both pretty solid on that. Now, like I said, with the Scorpion, depending on what size driver, if it's like more of like your 1.52 millimeter, you'll notice some flex if you're really turning something and it's either in there tight or you're trying to make it, that tight. You'll notice some flex. As far as selections from both brands, they sell stuff that the other one doesn't. It's like MIP. I noticed that there's no 4mm hex driver. from the few sites that I looked at, there was no 4mm driver, and I did not see one for the 5mm. Now, Scorpion has the 4mm hex and the 5mm hex, but there are, as far as like MIP drivers, there's more of the standard, and there's even, they even sell drivers smaller than, the 1.5. I mean, there's a few of them that they have going into the, the smaller fractions of, in millimeters. And of course, they have more standard drivers than what Scorpion does. But Scorpion also has, tap and die drivers, and then MIP, I've noticed, they've got, again, they've got more of the standards drivers, and they've got speed tips, for the car guys. So, and of course, the standard, I think plankers use those a little bit more too. Cons.
Wait. Does MIP do they have ball end ones as well?
They do.
I've never looked. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the ball end, but both brands
sometimes
do
you need them.
Yeah, good point. Now, as far as cons, what if, you were by chance happen to actually break a tip? I've heard of people actually breaking like the 1.5, but you're talking that's a pretty small tip anyway, so wouldn't be surprised, if one of those breaks. Now, if you break the tip on, any of the drivers, you can just take the tip out, order another one, replace it. Now, you're talking MIP, you actually break that tip, you may as well pitch it. I did hear where somebody told me that there's a possibility of sending it in, but I'm not quite sure on that one, so I wasn't actually able to find anything on the website. But that's where I think Scorpion does get the edge, but at the same time, when you're talking like your 2.5, it's like it's going to be a little harder to break those tips on the MIPs. That's what I think, and I've heard a lot of people say the same thing. It's very rare to actually strip those out or break them unless you're doing something with them that they're not designed to do. So it's like, I think that's a pretty much of a draw.
You're not supposed to pry your fly barless unit off with them?
No.
The crowbar? Okay.
No. I use a shitty driver for that one. One that I know I'm going to break and not cry about. But trying to think of what else I had for cons. I think that was like the biggest one, as far as being able to easily replace the tips. But my thoughts, I would probably say both brands, in my honest opinion, I definitely say they score rather evenly. I will say, yes, MIP has been doing this for a long time, making drivers. I mean, hell, I remember my dad even having some of their drivers back in the day, and they still, a lot of the basic drivers look rather the same as they did then. And so obviously they're doing right. So I would probably lean a little bit more to MIP, but at the same time, there is different drivers and tools that either brand doesn't have. So I think it'd be worth just pick up a set, try them out, see what you think. Give us a feedback as far as what you think of either brand. I definitely wouldn't mind hearing what you guys think. If there's anything I missed on this.
The handles are made out of polycarbonate.
There we go.
It's a plastic. It's a hard plastic.
Oh, yes.
Another thing about MIP, which is pretty dope, is every tool is assembled by hand.
That is awesome.
It's manufactured and packaged 100% in the USA. So
done deal.
Yeah.
Sold.
MIP traditionally, when I got into the hobby, it was like more on the car side. I noticed a lot of car folks using it. But yeah, obviously, 1.5, 2 mils, 2.5 mils, those are all standard. I like their the tolerances on their tips. They're like right at that 2.5, like it's exact, So like you're saying, you don't get that like wobble or feel of like the tools, not right for your screw or whatever. So.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I was going to ask if you can actually get the Scorpion driver tips separately. Can you?
Yes.
Yeah, you can buy
Yeah,
them.
you can actually.
I keep some 1.5s and 2 millimeters on hand. If you haven't broke one, you just have never used them long enough.
Yeah, the wrong way.
I've yet to break them.
You've never broke a 1.5 driver?
No, not yet.
I've broken those or stripped them.
You must be very puny then, because I've broke a couple of them. No,
Yeah.
I like the feel of the Scorpion handle better myself, but it will roll off the table and the MIP won't. The metallurgy on the MIP shaft and tip may be a little bit better. The Scorpions fit really well though, although I have had 1.5s where it had, poor quality screws where it maybe had too much black oxide or something that the Scorpion wouldn't fit down in because it's of size or maybe slightly oversized,
Right.
which helps you from stripping them out. But if it won't go down in the screw, especially like a pan head on something really small, where the MIP would fit down in there and break the screw loose better. So they're kind of 6-1, half a dozen the other. Really, the best thing you could do is just get a set of each. You need two anyway. So that's what I would suggest. I like them both.
And it's so I know one guy that actually uses the speed tips because he also dabbles into RC cars and he loves those too.
What's a speed tip? I don't know what you mean.
That's a 1/4-inch version of it that you can put in a driver.
Oh, with the replaceable ends? Okay,
yeah,
okay.
It's just a tip you can put on a cordless screw.
Oh, okay.
1/4-inch.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He says he loves them. I mean, he's got the driver and everything, and it makes changing something out on cars rather quick. As far as helis, he said nah, he wouldn't use them on a heli. There's no need. But
I would on some helis. If I'm doing like a frame side replacement, I might use power tool. Just
especially for taking it apart. Yeah. And I'll put them back in and then I'll torque them by hand.
Yeah, torque them by hand. Yep.
See, what I do is I have a set of both the Scorpion drivers I got from Shannon at a probably at Fredericksburg, I think it was, a couple years ago. And then I bought the MIPs, I think off I don't know where, Amazon years ago maybe. And they sold the 1.5, the 2, and the 2.5 as a kit. And what I do with those is the Scorpions I take with me because it's in a nice case. I know you could take those out and put the other ones in if you wanted, but the MIPs I keep on the bench in the garage. And I kind of tend to lean more towards the MIPs just because, probably because of the handle. I mean, I like the Scorpions, but.
Yeah, see, I like the Scorpion handle much better. I can turn a screw faster and they're light, they're easier to handle for me.
Yeah, see, I'm old school. I remember the screwdrivers when they were
I don't like it because you can't turn it as fast. But that being said, you can apply more torque with it. But the Scorpion has a hole that you can put one in, turn it into a T-handle. So it really is 6-1, half a dozen the other. Yep. What's the price of these, Iaen? How do they compare price-wise?
Let's see.
What do you mean, let's see? You don't have that already written down?
Well, I know for a fact a lot of the drivers for Scorpion, depending on what drivers you're talking, as far as like your basic, Phillips,
like $12 or have they went up?
Yeah, those are like $11.99, and then
$12 a piece.
For MIP, I got the 3-pack for like $45, give or take for tax. As far as individual ones, I need to look that one up.
You're asking them to do math, dude.
I'm an idiot. Not quite.
I thought you prepared for this. You said, I prepared really well.
That was the only thing I didn't look up. I knew the Scorpion price. I knew what I paid for the 3-pack.
Dude, I mean, I try, but Can't help it.
$16.99 for. Oh wait,
Okay, so
yeah, it's $16.99.
okay, so they're a little more expensive.
Oh yeah, not by much. I mean, it's still rather doable, and really, either
So
brand is good.
Get a set of each.
Yep.
Yeah.
I tend to use the Scorpions much more than the MIP, but I have them both if I need them.
I tend to use the MIPs more than Scorpions. But
Well, you're wrong,
both.
Kevin. I'll just tell you. If you don't do it my way, you're wrong.
No, you can have your own opinion, Andy, but you have to do it my way. No, you can have your own opinion, but you're wrong.
No,
But
you're
your opinion's wrong.
You're wrong.
Your opinion's wrong. Your
You're
opinion.
wrong.
That's all on you. Your opinion.
You're wrong, as well as your opinion, as well as your face.
Oh, my face is
wrong too now.
That's why I'm doing an audio podcast. Nobody wants to see this.
No, they're both excellent, I would say.
Yeah, thank you.
Much better than any other brand that
Oh,
I'm
I thought you were
aware
talking
of.
about my face.
It's
Have you guys
excellent
tried
too,
the SAB
Kevin.
brand?
Yes, thank you.
It's like I think personally, I'm gonna get a few more of the MIP drivers just to check them out and see how I like them more. And doesn't hurt to have a set to take on a fun fly or to the field, and then have another set that's like just stays on your bench. So I'm gonna go that route with them. But definitely, I'll be trying more of these drivers out and see how I like them.
Every man needs a good set.
Has anyone
Absolutely.
tried the SAB set yet?
No.
I have not.
I have. I
How do you like them?
They
Nice.
remind me of Scorpion or MIP tips,
Mhm.
right? Like how the tips, the straight cut, they're very pretty solid.
Yeah.
But the one thing that I like SAB for is that they make each handle a different size. So the tool size by the handle size. So you don't have to actually look at it or know. You can just feel it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I've been trying a set of those. Try out, obviously.
What do those retail for?
They're stupid expensive.
$1 billion.
1 million. No, I think it's like $80 or something like that for like a set.
A 4.
Like it's like a set of 4.
Oh, really?
I was joking. Holy shit.
No, it's expensive. No, I think that's what it is.
Damn.
I mean, I can go look it up, but yeah, it's not the cheapest set, so no. How Italians like to do it.
All right. You heard it from Steve. If you want to be original, get those SAB drivers.
They're nice.
Hell yeah. But yeah, if any of the listeners have
that too.
Okay, that's good.
But yeah, sorry, Ian.
Oh, no, I was going to say, if any of the listeners want to chime in as far as what they think of either brand, definitely let us know in the comments or shoot us a message. We'll be happy to answer any questions on that as well. So, but that is all I've got for this segment, and I will go ahead and make a note. I'm going to do this the segments for every 2 weeks right now, because between work, kids, and all that stuff, it's getting to be a little bit of a hard time to try to come up with actual content. So
Oh,
I am.
Didn't you
mistaken.
tell
I
us
looked
you
up the
had enough
price.
ideas to do this for like 3 years?
I know. Oversold us this.
oversold
You
us.
tricked us.
By the way, I did look up the toolkit. It's not $80. It's $56. It's $14 a tool.
That's,
Not too bad.
shit, that's
yeah,
doable.
that's right. The same then.
Yeah, it's about the same.
In between, actually.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah,
Cool.
they say adjustable tip length. So you basically undo the set screw, dig it in further, and tighten it down.
Turn it into a shorty.
Exactly. Yeah. Cool.
Nice.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Let's move it on to news and announcements.
Okay, let's do some news.
And
Announcements.
What do we got?
First up on the list is from December 16th. Carrie Shirley, our buddy, and put on his Facebook Gas Powered Helicopters Facebook page. I think I said Facebook twice. Great news for our customers. Heli Direct will now be carrying gas powered helicopters' most popular products, including engines and gas conversions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
nice. That's awesome.
So you can not only can you order direct from Carrie at gaspoweredhelicopters.com, you can also find conversions and engines at helidirect.com. Go check that out. Yeah.
Awesome.
Another thing I saw, if I can find it again, Carrie is stocking the Gov sensors that Augie Copter is making. He has one for Futaba, specifically for Futaba, that fits in Carrie's governor mount, and then one for everything else. I think Futaba uses something's a little bit different, so it's not universal. So check that out if you're looking for a Gov sensor. Let's see. We talked about the SAB Raw 580 back last year. We got some specs now. First off, the price is $738, and that comes with the S. See, what does that come with? The S line 580 millimeter main blades and 95 millimeter tail blades. And it's saying it's going to ship the end of January 2022. Like I said, comes with 580 main blades, 95 tail blades. Airframe weight with blades, no battery, no electronics is 1,740 grams. I don't know how many ounces that is because I'm too lazy to convert it. Uses mini cyclic servos out of the box, but you can also use standard size with the different mounts. I do not think they're included, but you can get them.
Yep, it's sold separately.
Standard size tail servo, same setup as the Kraken 580, 6S or 12S, 40-25 motor size.
Yep.
I'm sure you could probably use a 40-30 if you really wanted to.
Yep, that's what I got in mine.
Yeah. What else, Steve? Am I missing anything?
Nope. I'm just I'm waiting to see how these new blades are.
What size blades will it fit out of the box? 580?
600s.
600s out of the box. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think even 620s. It's supposed to be the same as a Kraken. I think you can do 620s on a Kraken 580, then you should do that as well.
All right. Sweet. Nice.
Cool.
Yep. Can't wait to get mine. All right. Anything else?
Not for me. You guys know of anything? I looked and looked and I didn't see a whole lot. But I also haven't looked in like a month, so I don't know. I'm sure I missed some things.
I haven't been on Facebook, at least not on the heli side.
I haven't been anywhere online for like 2 weeks.
Didn't I see something on the Hangout about the Ampsfield Smackfest coming up?
Oh yeah, that is coming up.
That's a couple months away.
Frank's event down in Miami.
Yes, sir.
When is that? March 20th?
18th through the 20th.
18th through the 20th. Okay. Yep. Do you have the info there? The address and stuff?
It's the Amps Heli Smackfest 4.0 in Miami, Florida. It's at Amps Silver Field, 20044 Southwest 168th Street, Miami, Florida, 33187.
Nice.
One of the best flying clubs in South Florida. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now we've gone off the rails. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I don't know about that. They will be providing pilots dinner Saturday, night flying, pilots giveaway, buddy boxing, demos from pro pilots. And Frank's got all his information. That's amps-rc.org for more information.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can call Frank. He put his number on the thing on Facebook. RC Heli Hangout. Yeah. I know I'm going to most likely be there. Steve Shaw will probably show up for an hour or two. Steve Ewan's going to be there.
Yep.
The McClellans are going to be there. I wonder if Bill Ann's going to be there. Probably not.
Doubt it.
It's a long way for Bill to go.
Yeah.
His arms will be tired time he flies that far.
Mm-hmm. Well, and he is a lizard person, so he might enjoy the heat down there.
Yeah, he'd only have to wear 3 layers if he went to
Right.
South Florida.
One pair of Carhartts.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be like 78. No, that didn't last, did it? I busted his chops immediately.
Yeah.
First
yeah,
chance I had. Sorry, Bill.
First chance.
Sorry, Bill.
But that's it for news and announcements, I think.
All right. That's it. Move it on.
What's next for you in the hobby?
What's next for me?
Yeah.
I can sum it up in 3 words. Fly, fly, fly. Maybe. Fly?
Nice.
I put fly with a question mark. Yeah. Just I'm like ready to go Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday this weekend. There's probably a few things like adult wise I should do, like pay bills or something, but screw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do that after.
They're not going anywhere. They're gonna be there.
We'll wait.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what about you guys? What about you, Iaen?
Well, on top of working, I'm gonna try to find a nice day this week to get some flights in. I think the only nice day there is would be Saturday for me. They're talking, it being in the 50s, so I'm gonna try to get out there and fly then after work. If not, possibly Sunday. I'm not for sure. They're talking about it being in the 30s, so it's like just take it in as they come, more or less. And then try to get some stuff ordered. I need to order RPM sensor and blades for the Black Nitro. That way I can get it finally up and flying. That's the only thing holding me back. That's literally the only thing I'm waiting for. It's like I've already got the tail servo and everything installed in the boom, so it's like all that's left is just finish up the main power wire going to the Neo and blades and RPM sensor. That's all I've got to that I'm waiting on, and then try to do some organizing on my bench. Like I haven't really had a whole lot of being home and stuff. I'll get a day off like here and there, but pretty much I'm either wrenching or sleeping. It's like by the time I get done with the working the long stretches, I'm just pretty much exhausted.
I can imagine.
Oh yeah. I think that's about all I've got planned for this week.
Cool.
I'll go next because I don't have anything planned. We'll see what happens. I might do some flying, might do some building. Hell, I might not do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I might watch season 2 of The Witcher. We'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that. I only watched season 1.
Pretty good.
Pretty
good. Yeah, I just like I had never watched it. So I watched all of season 1 in one day, and then I've watched a couple episodes of season 2 so far. So check that out. Gotta keep watching the Book of Boba Fett.
Yes.
Gotta watch. Let's see, The Expanse has come back out, so I'm watching that. I got so much TV to watch. I don't have time to screw around with these stupid helicopters.
Gosh,
You're killing me, man.
Oh man.
So we'll see what happens. I'll probably try to get out and do some flying. A little bit at least.
The Book of Fett was good, dude.
Yeah, not bad. I think the second episode's out today.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Check that out.
Cool.
All right.
All right, who's next?
Yes, it's me. Yeah, I plan on flying. I want to fly at least. I need to try to get out there. Probably my local club this weekend. At least that's a goal. We'll see if the weather's nice. It's been pretty shitty out, rain, snow, and all that stuff.
I was gonna say, didn't you guys get like 14 inches of snow or some shit?
I don't know. Maybe.
Did you get snow at your house, Steve?
Got snow and
little
some ice and slush,
We got snow here.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably 2 inches, 3 inches for me. It wasn't too bad by my area. But I did something bad.
No.
Uh-oh.
I kind of bought something like while we were on the show.
I wish I had $1 for everything you'd bought while you were recording the show.
Yeah, no kidding.
This isn't like a good one.
I'd have like
I think
$100.
I bought a Hobby King ESC, I think, one time using the
Yes.
RCHN
Yeah, I remember
discount code.
Yep. So
Steve buys something every week.
yeah, I was looking on Banggood for some like stupid RC car that Kevin guy, was showing some videos on, and I was like, it's $65, I'll buy it. And then, as one does when you go to some stupid site to order something, you're like, oh, what else could I order? Well, let me look up helicopters, and I'm like, oh, yeah, this helicopter's pretty cheap.
Is it like take it to RCHO cheap or?
I mean, so the whole purpose of me finding cheap helicopters is
What'd you get?
that.
It's from Banggood, dude.
What'd you get?
It's to take it to RCHO and use it as a combat heli. So I think I bought a clone. I think it's a clone off of a Galley.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Attack of the Clones.
What'd you get?
It was like $170 or something, or $150. It was it's an X3 clone, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try it out. It's just an airframe, and I figure I have all the electronics off.
I look forward to hearing about it and next December when you finally get it.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. I'll probably get it about the time for the chill out next year.
2023.
Yeah.
Chill
Okay,
out.
let's take
Now-
bets on what's flying first. Another model from Steve Shaw or that model from Steve Yoon? And
Steve
this,
Yoon.
it excludes the Kraken that he's already supposedly had flying. That I've only seen pictures of it on the runway.
It depends.
flew
It's
it.
Banggood. It may not get here for 6 months. Seriously.
But we're
Yeah.
talking about Steve Shaw, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
That
I
means
don't
6
know.
months?
It's a tough bet.
It's a tough bet, yeah. I have a hard one. I don't know.
All right.
I mean, once Steve Yoon gets
Oh,
it, it'll probably
next
fly in
day.
less than a week, like
Yeah,
2
yeah.
days.
Right.
But who knows when he's going to get it?
Right. That's the crapshoot right there.
And
Yeah, he'll have
it's
it.
postal.
I mean, let's be honest. Steve will probably have it flying by before the Loctite even cures.
okay.
I'm an idiot. What?
I'm going to use Loctite.
Not going to use Loctite on that Chinese helicopter.
Yeah, it's all going to fall apart when I crash into another helicopter anyways.
You should at least paint it up to look like a crash test dummy or something. Where it's like all yellow and shit. I'm an idiot.
What? That button.
Hey,
Yeah, you should do that.
I'm just going to have fun smashing it. That's the best part about these things. Is getting these helicopters.
Be lucky if it doesn't smash itself when you try to fly it.
No, I have a feeling it's going to be all right. I have a feeling it's going to work. Yeah.
It'll work long enough to fly combat, I guess.
Exactly.
2 flights at best.
A test hover and then a flight.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, listener pipeline. Got anything?
Oh shit. I forgot I had to play this.
Oh,
well,
boy.
well, I got let's see. Some people sent me a voicemail on December 10th, and you guys wanted me to play it, and I wasn't able to the last show. So, let's see.
All right, you listen here, motherfucker. When I call your ass, you fucking answer, Andy Ross.
Wait, you should have been like, yes, Andy Ross. We miss you a whole lot. You handled that wrong.
I did. I came on strong. I do miss Tima.
I miss Tima too. Hey,
Yeah,
This is why they
because
don't
he actually
do these
combated
podcast
and
episodes.
Andy did not.
Oh.
Ouch.
Hey, how long does a voicemail record?
Who knows? We'll
Yeah,
find out.
yeah.
Let's keep going.
Lava. Hey, Andy.
Andy,
We miss you, honestly,
we really do.
and wish you were here.
You should be.
And if you were here, we'd help you trash your shit too.
Because we're on a roll.
Yeah.
Me and Eric, we've been talking to him in all day.
Well, not really me. Jay, I think you talked 7 in. a 3-blade, so that's extra point. A 3-blade is extra point when you're crashing.
That is extra point.
Never thought about that.
That's extra point. Okay.
Tima, where's Tima?
Where is she?
And tell her I love her.
Yep. And she did fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah. I don't know. You're probably cutting corn or soybeans. It's probably beans.
Hey, you should drive the combine here to Florida.
See you in 30 days. That's what I ain't on Google. Like walking, driving, combine. Walking a year. Combine 47 days. Plane 2. You could get here. We miss.
Hey, you should be here, Eddie.
Yeah. And we
really should.
Yeah. In Florida, there's a lot of good-looking Florida women.
There really are. We're at a restaurant right now.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Don't let Tima hear this part.
Yeah, we just sit down with like random women.
Yeah, don't ever sit down randomly.
Well, I mean, it has been.
Yep.
It's done. It's been done.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Andy,
It's a long message.
Next time we see you, bro,
Yep.
we love you.
Yeah, we do.
Till next time.
Can't wait.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
If you don't know what's going on, that was that's what dinner is like at these events with Eric Shue, Jay Treadway, whoever else was there. Kevin, I think you were there.
I was there. Yep.
This was at the Winter Bash.
Dude,
I didn't
had
get to go
a great
to.
time with those guys, dude.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. Steve Shaw. That was Steve Shaw called me, but then I don't think he said anything the whole time. It was the other two knuckleheads.
It's one of those nights where you wake up the next day and you're like, I don't know what happened, but I had a good time.
I had fun doing it.
I had
Whatever we
fun.
did.
Yep.
I don't think we have any more voicemails, actually. That's it.
Aw.
Yeah, we got a few calls, but there's no audio there, so I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Time to wrap it up then.
It is.
Yeah, I guess.
This episode of the year. All right.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Facebook likes, we are at 1,393. I don't know. There's 4 names I don't recognize, so I'm going to say there's 4 new likes
Okay.
for this last several weeks. We have Terry Joe Oliver, Joseph Fute, what? I don't know. Tony Hicks, Hans Eric Braskerud. That's totally wrong. All right. Thanks, everyone, for liking our Facebook page. I do have to say, we have a lot more followers than likers. That's okay. Take
Then
that.
what?
Than people who like our page.
Oh, okay.
More followers than people who like. I'll take it, though. All right. Facebook comments. What do we got?
Okay. Well, it's been a couple weeks, so I don't know if I'm reading everything. But one that I did want to read was a bunch of packages going out that Steve put his time and money into getting all our T-shirts out to the people that ordered them. Darren Wines said, "Wow, that's awesome. Thanks, Steve, for all the work doing this." Kyle Schneider ordered some shirts and said, "Thanks, Steve, for working through the huge headache that it became." Steve Wattenberg posted a picture of his package, and it looks like our fine government mail handlers
Yeah.
handled it with care.
It looks like they drove the truck over it.
They fondled it with care. And
right.
he said it got here before Christmas. That's all that matters. And Mike Sobey, man, good to hear from Mike. He posted, "Well, shit, this is one of the downsides, taking a break from social media. I would have loved to have gotten one of these."
He did. I got
Sounds
him.
like
I
he
shipped
took
him
a
out
break
one.
from social media and from listening to the show. So
Yeah, and
no excuse, Mike.
And Helly's and everything else, yes.
what did you reply, Steve? Because my link is not showing it here. It's timing out.
I don't know. I think I
He
said
said he had
something
a
like
couple
about it.
extra
Yeah,
ones.
some extras.
Oh, so you got him one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shipped him out.
That's awesome. Badass. And we had a couple more, posts, some by the Meme Meister
Mm-hmm.
and of Rudolph new Rudolph this year instead of the planker. I posted a picture of my little Oxy 3s, and we wished everybody a Merry Christmas. And we heard back from Mark Ritchie, said, Merry Christmas to you fellas. Enjoy your break and time with the families. All the best for 22. Jason Muir said, Merry Christmas, guys. Have a safe New Year. I said, Merry Christmas. Rodney Clay said, Merry Christmas. Thanks, Rodney. And we posted a New Year's thing, and there was some stuff going back and forth about, will there be an AccuRC session tonight between Kyle Gaines and Iaen? And Iaen posted a meme about when I finally get a day off and the kids are at school. It's too effing cold. And a horrific, I don't know what that. I see that guy everywhere, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he drew that as self-portrait.
Is that a self-portrait, Iaen? No, he doesn't have long hair.
He's bald.
I thought he just ran out of ink when he got to the hair.
So Nick Wisdom said, I'll take your issue and raise you one. Our school system just went back to virtual school only. There goes my flying time. Well, Nick, just sit those kids in front of the computer and sneak off for an hour.
Yeah, I thought Nick also flies out in like his yard or something.
Right? No. Michael Ludke said, or Ludike said, no, I do not have that problem unless we have freak weather and it goes down to 65 degrees. Then it's too cold to fly, but it almost 65. Never happens here.
He's in Puerto Rico, by the way, so it never gets cold there.
Musamil, a Buzzy, our old buddy that we used to fly with, said, LOL, what's cold? We have flew in 20 degrees here, brother. That's true. Well, Steve's flown at 16 degrees. I sat on a heater.
I flew at 0 degrees once. I wouldn't recommend it.
Pitch? Oh.
Yeah, that was 0 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it. It was stupid. It was not fun, but I did it.
And Angelo Almasari said, or raining. And Darren said, that's what I was going to say. That has happened far too often for me. Well, Darren, you're like above Seattle, dude, over there in West Coast. Doesn't it rain like 90% of the time over there?
It rains 103% of the time.
That's where grunge came from, because everybody's so depressed, man.
They were so pissed off because it rained all the time.
And Josh Easter said, yup, same. And that's everything on Facebook, man.
Awesome. All right. What about listener posts?
Yeah, we got some of those.
What about them?
Sean White posted a meme of a guy that looks like Ian's brother. So this guy even looks like you, Iaen. And it says that look when the prosecutor introduces your meme folder as quote Exhibit A.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And Steve Wattenberg, another picture of his package that the mail truck ran over. Got his T-shirt before Christmas.
Why does it came out that good?
And then Kyle Snyder showed a picture of the shirts he got. Got a black one with the old logo, the blue one, and the gray one.
Yep.
Yeah, there was somebody else that posted a picture like early on. Like right way before Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Who was that?
Angelo posted one.
Yeah.
Angelo, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah, he posted way early. He got his I guess he's in Jersey, so it's not far from here to
Nice.
there. So awesome.
Cool.
All right. Let's see. People website comments. Yeah.
We have an email from Carrie Brooks.
Oh yeah.
Subject: You guys rock. Thanks, Carrie. We already knew that.
Thanks, Carrie.
Long email.
He writes, I really enjoy listening to the podcast. I only recently started listening about 5 weeks ago. I'm getting caught up on the episodes. I listen to music at work a lot, but you guys help get me through the days when my Pandora playlist runs out. I'm finding it especially nice in the wintertime here in Michigan when I have trouble getting flights in. That's awesome, Carrie. I'm really glad you're enjoying the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we do it for. So cool. Thanks for the email, dude.
That and the chicks. Come on.
Thanks, dude.
Okay. Let's see. That's it for the website comments. People Podbean.
People
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
Podbean.
We did get an email from Javier. I almost missed it.
Oh.
Javier says, Merry Christmas. My wish for you is to have a house full of blessings, uplifting time with family, delicious food, and why not some new gifts. Thanks, Javier.
That's exactly what I got. Thanks,
This was on
Javier.
Christmas Day.
Nice.
I got something hobby related. Well, not helicopter related, but RC.
I think I saw that.
Actually been a lot of fun to play with that thing.
It rhymes with Devo.
Yeah.
He got a TiVo?
Evo.
Playlist.
TiVo. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool RC truck.
Nice, dude.
It rips.
Sweet.
Oh, it's Nitro? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very nice. The kids got me one of those Nest doorbell camera things.
Nice.
Yeah, so I installed that immediately.
Yeah.
And the next morning, the roommate here, his girlfriend was over, and my wife said, "What time did she leave?" And I said, 10:36. She was like, "Oh shit, this is not a good idea. Give Kevin another camera." I was like, "Nope."
Yeah.
So it's a pretty cool device. It's very expensive for what it is, but it's actually pretty cool. I'm thinking about getting another one for the back door.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
I got a cowbell and some camping gear.
Nice.
Cowbell.
Yeah, so I get to make some noise during Fun Flies.
Okay. All right.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, People Podbean.
People of Podbean. Okay, so 23 days ago, it says Alan Jenkins liked episode 234 Primetime with Great Eagle Jr. And that's the last one we have up until 8 hours ago, where VB Keen FQ started following us. And that's it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we don't have any new comments.
Yeah, so
that's it.
I guess everybody was chill. Everybody's enjoying their holiday, which they should do.
Exactly. Okay, iTunes reviews.
Oh, I didn't even bring up iTunes.
I probably don't have shit.
Did you see anything, Andy?
I don't know. I was looking at Podbean comments, but we didn't get any of those, did we?
I thought you were going to say I was looking at porn.
No.
Well,
I was doing that before we started, and then as soon as we get done.
Okay. All right, hold on. I just started iTunes, so it's probably going to be like a couple of minutes.
Hang on, stand by. I'll look since if I can figure out how to work my phone.
I got to the store, but now I got to click on store. Oh, there's a new version of iTunes.
Hang on, I got to scroll down a long ways because those idiots haven't released a show in a few weeks.
Really? Mine's like, well.
No. Last one I got's the Save the Glue one.
Okay.
So, no new iTunes reviews.
Okay. So, drop us an iTunes review. We'll read the review on the next episode. Email us at freefall@gmail.com. I wonder if we should change this. I feel like we've been doing this for many, many years, this outro.
Change it.
Change it, dude. Change this whatever you want.
Yeah. Like us on Facebook. You know where to go. Freeforcy.podcast.
Just do all the things that we've been telling you to do for 306 times.
Which is?
Just like us everywhere. Be our friend.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Like us. Yeah.
Click the bell. Click the bell. Click the thumbs up.
Yep. Hit the subscribe.
Do all that dumb shit.
Like, subscribe, click the bell.
Check out all the other.
When you see him.
Listen to all the other podcasts because most of them are our friends.
Yep. Listen to all the podcast folks. Yeah.
And if you don't listen to them, we'll hear about it.
Maybe not. Probably wouldn't.
No, we'll hear about it from the other podcasters. They'll be like, "Oh man, they don't listen to us. They listen to you guys." And we'll be like, "Oh man."
Yeah, we told. Yeah, and we have to say, yeah, but we told them not to listen to you. So sorry.
Yeah.
We told them. to listen, but we can't help it if
They listen to what we say.
we
Check
have Bill
out.
Ann on your show.
Yeah, I was going to say, check out one of the videographers on Facebook that does heli content.
Dude, he's the one and only. He's the only guy doing it, man.
No, he's one of the best. He really is. He's been putting out new videos and stuff, so go check him out. Bill's the man.
Definitely.
If you look at some of his videos from back in the day, like he's been everywhere. He's done everything. He's the man.
Yep.
He is.
All right. Thanks to our listeners. Rest, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.
There's the music.
Did I get a crack in there?